been rapping, like playing with it since, you know, school, advisement type shit. But like taking it serious, like actually stepping into the studio, 2017. I feel like I actually became an artist in 2020. So.
This is your first like real like. What you say? Why you say 2020? Let's be like you saw you in your recognition.
Yeah, cause it's like not even just cause when I first popped out, it was like people knew me, you know. So it's just like, oh shit, she rapping, and people knew. Like when I was outside at the Plaza, Independence Malls, I'm walking around rapping, you know. So when I really popped out with it, it was like, you know, I had my buzz, you know, but I fucked up cause I wasn't consistent, you know. So 2017, 2018. 2019, I got pregnant. You know, them years, I'm just bullshitting. Had my daughter December 1st, 2019. January 1st ran around. 2020, it was a whole different ball game. That's when I first made, I feel like that was the first time I made a song where I was satisfied with the hook. Because it was like, years prior, I was just like, you know, verse. You know, I always had bars, but it was just
structure in the song.
Yeah, I couldn't really make a song, but when I came out with Mother Gang, it was just like, yeah. And then ever since then, it's just been up from there. So that's why I just like, I've been rapping. I got in the studio 2017, but I became an artist in 2020. So yeah.
I'm gonna say, I mean, like I heard you say like, you started at 17, but you really became an artist in, I guess, 20 because you said you want to take it consistent. I look at artists like, you know, I'm sure you're familiar with her now at this point, Sexyy from the city.
Yes.
She was like that.
Yeah.
Like, people think, oh, she popped off just a song, you hear me? But she had songs she dropped prior to that, you know. But she wasn't really like, people know like in the city, like she wasn't really dropping like on a consistent basis. But when she dropped, I'm gonna took off. Every last one of her songs.
And I'm not gonna lie, like, it's so crazy. If I had $1 for every time people like, cause I don't feel like it's a comparison as far as like I sound like her, but just the image, like, you know, I'm ghetto like her, you know, the red hair. It's just like, I really feel like, you know, I had my motivation before she blew, but it was just like when Sexyy Red blew, it was just like, damn, like, I'm from the hood just like her, you know, like I come from them parts, not the same parts, but you know, like we both come from the bottom, so it's just like, damn, I can really do this shit, like it's possible, like it's possible.
So you look at something like Sexyy Red, especially coming from like same state, you know, similar
all that
type of
like,
background, like you say, like there's like more so motivation.
That really, I ain't gonna lie, it really, like I was, you know, doing my shit, but it really put a battery in my back. And then I got one of my producers, he went to one of Sexyy Red's concerts last week, I think it was, and I think it was last week, don't quote me, but it was recently, and he texted me like, bro, this about to be you, you know, so it's just like, and not even just him, like I had somebody stop me in public and was just like, you are the Kansas City Sexyy Red, and it's just like, me and her, we don't sound nothing alike, we got different, you know, but it's just like, putting on for the real bitches, and that's all I can really put it, like, you know, because it's authentic, you know.
Most definitely. They say shout out to them real bitches.
You know, put on for the real bitches, really from the trenches, like, you know.
What makes you really from the trenches though?
I've been living in the city my whole life. I've never lived in the suburbs, and it's nothing. I'm not saying that like it's nothing wrong with living in the suburbs, but I've been living in the hood my whole life, and I'm the type of person, it's no shame in that. That's why I'm really learning to embrace it, because it's more young girls out there like me that's in the hood, you know, probably feeling bad about themselves, like, damn, you know. Me, luckily, I've never been the person to feel like, oh, well, I live in the hood and everybody else is living. It's always been, I'm from the hood. It is what it is. The hood is what made me, and you can quote this. When I get there, I'm gonna still be the same me, and I feel like that's just the beauty in all of this shit. Like,
I'm sorry.
You gotta I just feel like no matter where you are in life, you gotta embrace it. Whether you in the hood, whether you in the suburbs, it don't matter. Cause I'm not down in the suburbs. If you grew up in the suburbs, that is good. That is great. But me, I really grew up in the hood. I really grew up in the trenches. So it's just like, I'm going to embrace that. And I feel like if you did not grow up in the hood and you did not grow up in the trenches, you need to stop trying to embrace that, because it's not okay.
Straight like that for real though. I ain't gonna, I don't want to keep bringing sexuality up, but at the same time, like I just see her and have you outside with me that knowing her. I don't know her personally, but just knowing how she rapped before she blew up, and people hearing her music now, oh, she this, she that, she the plan, she this. I'm like, that shit sound weird. But now I be hearing like, it sound weird to hear somebody say that about her, but she been the same way.
Since
she ain't changed.
It's gonna always be given. And that's I feel like that's all that matters. As long as it's authentic, who cares what people got to say? Who gives a fuck? Like with me, like okay, I'm not even gonna get there yet because I feel like you're gonna touch on it, so I'm gonna just wait. Okay, so for me, for instance, like with me having kids, the BD shit. Me.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get that's all.
Okay, so yes, that's how I was like, I'm not even gonna step on your toes.